the sticks. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get it.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Murray. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On 1st and 10, pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Cliff Averill in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Shotgun now for Carr. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They want to see here. He's still down on the field. Obviously such an important part of their passing game, and the training staff, they're going to have to attend to it. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to 4.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
To throw again is Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A run, it's Murray. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go with Murray again. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Murray. And some room to roam now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Carr going to give it to Murray on the draw play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw is Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Look at the big man rumble. And we are tied. They return it to the house. And now Charles, the extra point, can give them the lead.
And they did it on defense. What a play.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just...
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
On 2nd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You talk about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
They'll run it here with Michael. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He hits Baldwin right side. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. Well, he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide.